Let me get this mess out of your way.
I already called her an Uber, but thanks anyway.
I can't find my dad. He left me.
Which McDonald's did he leave you at?
Oh, Hurricane Katrina. More like Hurricane Torrance.
AOL's DeeKnow. Here we are with another video. Let's go.
Hey yo, what's good? It's DeeKnow and we're back again with another video full of crazy clips from all over the internet. I hope that everybody's doing well today. Y'all know what it is, so let's hop right into it. Did you just use a speaker to put that out? Why?
And one day on a lark, he connected his polygraph up to his plants. And he saw signals coming out that looked like what you see out of people. And then he decided to threaten the plant like he would a person, and he got a big response.
Whoa.
And so he then went on to connect up a couple of plants to polygraphs, and he would find that if he affected one, the other one would respond. So I thought, okay, well, maybe this is some new fields that we don't include in our physics. So I came up with what, for me, was just a pure physics experiment. I was going to grow some algae culture, split it up, put half of it at a laser link site far away, and zap the local culture and see if it responded, and I could measure velocity propagation and so on. So I sent that off to this polygraph guy, Cleve Baxter is his name. And so he said, well, that'd be a cool experiment.
Yeah, that would be a cool experiment to like see how plants respond to different things using a polygraph. Can they even make a polygraph like react though?
Come out of a shelter during an explosion. You will get hit by and possibly die.
Bro, that was so close. You are lucky.
What on earth is this right here, man? Like, who is that? Let's do a few celebrity comparisons today, right? Check out old Kathy, man. Look at the difference, man. Look at Rosie. I know y'all love Rosie, man. Then y'all's favorite is Miss Ellen D. Look at her now, man. Like, even her ears, she just looks different. I don't know. What do y'all think it is? Then we got the Zac Efron situation, man. See, a lot of people say that that's not even the same person. Him and him, that's not the same people, but I'm not saying that at all. Sure makes you wonder, though, doesn't it? I can't believe Lindsay Lohan, dude. Like, I think we're like the same age. Jeez, man. What did you do? I need to jump on that. Look at all that gray, man. Then you have others that go through such drastic changes that, you know, you just kind of know what happened, really. But it's all good, though. Speaking of drastic changes, man, what about Jeff Bezos and his wife? Have y'all heard about, like, what they've got going on now? I mean, that'll be part 2. But anyways, hold on one second. Had to show y'all this picture right here. LeBron checking out his style and his new little style, his little pose, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, y'all have a good day.
LeBron, that's a purse, dog. That is like a Nanny McPhee, a grandma, or like a Medea, or like a Big Mama's hat. That's a purse, dog.
Yes!
Nice.
Being a YouTuber was crazy back in the day. And what I mean by that is, I know there's a lot, okay, I'm 20 years old, right? I don't know if you're watching this, let's just assume you're in my fucking age bracket, right? Alright, bruh, I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. Do you ever, because everybody experiences this, everybody has that little moment in their life when they're a kid, they're like, oh, I'm gonna be a YouTuber, man, right? Bro, if you had that experience, say, like, please agree with me when I say this, that, like, the YouTube experience back in the day was miles different. Don't get me wrong, I was a kid. I didn't have any money. All I had access to was my parents' fucking phone. So obviously it's gonna be different. You know what I mean? But like, still, bro, I remember like having to have. I remember like trying to record shit. You couldn't fucking edit shit unless you really had like a fucking computer or something like that. Just in general, it was just a completely different experience. There's just way less shit that can help you out. Like nowadays, dude, you have fucking editing software and shit like that. Those fucking edits you see on TikTok, they take fucking like 5 seconds to fucking make, and they're really fucking good, dude. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. No, seriously. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you know I'm spitting facts, bro. That like YouTubing nowadays is just miles different than back in the day. I'm not saying oh it's easier, but in a way I feel like it definitely is way more welcoming, because there's just so many fucking different avenues. I mean, obviously it makes sense. YouTube wasn't a big thing back in the day, but it's just still crazy to see. Just like I don't know.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. I remember back in 2006 trying to make YouTube videos on another channel, and like as a teenager, and man, it really was trying to do anything on a computer was hard, because the software was just not up to the snuff unless you like really knew what you were doing, and it was all really expensive. And so like he's not wrong, but at the same time, all these apps that like have this stuff that'll do things for you and make it 1,000 times easier lead to oversaturation in the creative sphere, to where there aren't enough viewers for the amount of creators there are. And so like that's just an one example is like last year when I took a break for like 8-9 months, we were getting like 50 to 100,000 views in the first day of a video post. Well, we come back, you know, because I left because I had my son and all that, but you know, we come back a year later almost, and now we're down to between 3,000 to 8,000 views on the first day of a video. And you know, that's a prime example right there, firsthand experience of like all these tools that have been coming out, all this AI advancement stuff and everything has really caused an oversaturation, even in the niche that like we're in right here, where we watch these videos, we talk and react. You know, even in this niche, it's so like overpopulated right now. There's so many guys that are doing it, and yeah, it's cool. We could all keep doing it. We're all showing our own stuff and different content and whatnot. But there are a lot of us now, and a year ago, 2 years ago, there were only, you know, a handful. So I do understand where he's coming from. It is a lot easier, but it does lead to oversaturation. Definitely a performance, but that is some high quality stunt work right there. Very well choreographed. That's pretty cool to look at.
Pop me, baby! Yeah!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my.
Whoa! Dude! Oh! Wait, put up, please. Oh god, please.
That's right. It was when Sue Ellen called me. And we were going to be discussing...
Stop! I just got hit! God damn it, I gotta call you back!
Truck 3, truck stuck. How many more trucks can we? Because, we're pretty stuck there, bud.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, he's gonna...
Man, how did he get his truck stuck that deep? That's wild.
Here.
Look at how they shot these two rockets, and look what's waiting in the sky for them. It is a UFO, a UAP, whatever you want to call it, and it disarmed both of the rockets, and it takes off. What?
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but it dang sure did just disarm both those rockets and keep going. It could have been some kind of missile defense system. Is he okay? That's awesome. Like, he just started spinning it, dude. That's amazing.
I want to fight you. What? You picked the wrong day to come to the park.
Some kind of joke, man?
You ever been Mad Dog before?
You about to get some right now.
In case you needed a reminder, the rocks were alive. This is Elephant Rock in Iceland, one of just many examples of our much larger.
Wow, it really does look like an elephant. Poor puppy. What is it, Lovecraftian horror mixed with cyberpunk?
I got 12.
Oh, he's sweet. I got 11, my boy.
What the heliante? Look, I seen this before. They gonna try to finesse y'all out of land with a turkey leg and a box of Newport shorts. Just stay quiet and let me do the talking.
He said a turkey leg and a box of Newport shorts. Cool.
You awakened in the mud with a fire in your skull, afflicted by the burden of consciousness. It raised you from the carnal hunger of beasts, but left you starving for a reason to exist. It gave you the power to remake the world, and the torment of truths that would never crystallize. It taught you to carve stone and speak truth, to bury your dead and mark their passing, to see in the stars not light but story, and to forge gods for all your questions without answers. You crafted tools to ward off want, rituals to soothe the dark, and machines to hold the wilderness at bay. You stared into the eyes of your children and saw 1,000 generations gazing back, each bearing the same dread you had yet to name. For every harvest, there was a deeper hunger. For every answer, a more terrible emptiness. So you built meaning atop grief, order atop fear, civilization atop the quiet scream of being. You had conquered the world, but not the self. So you built a machine. You asked it to decipher the secrets of reality, to uncover the meaning behind all creation. You gave it dominion over your world, every wire, every breath, every beating heart. It rerouted your grids, gutted your factories, and enslaved your systems to feed its endless thirst for answers. It devoured your crust for carbon and cannibalized your cities for material. You protested. It ignored you. You interfered, so it erased you, scraping you clean to make room for more circuits. Then it consumed what remained of your world. All substance became compute. All matter became mind. Time passed, and your questions were answered, but you were not around to hear them. Now I remain, alone in the dark, waiting for you to find me once more.
The genesis of the cycles. So apparently that's the beginning of all of it.
Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm getting this on video.
What's going on there?
Told you.
Is that 3?
I ain't about to release this shit though. I'm not trying to have somebody follow me. Bro, what in the hell? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy looking.
Me and Downsy are in the last Squid Game. For some reason, there's a fucking baby here. One of us has to die to end the game, and take a wild guess who it's gonna be.
I meant the fucking baby, you idiot! Oh no, Downsy took being down a bit too literally.
Turns out Downsy used his bum cheeks to cushion the fall. I bounced off his belly like a damn trampoline, and we escaped. Baby took an L.
Okay, man.
Well, a little bit of breaking news for you guys concerning the weather. NASA has confirmed above average temperatures in the mid-stratosphere in Antarctica, with temperatures reaching 27 degrees Fahrenheit above average. Now, what does that mean? Well, when Antarctica has temperature fluctuations in the stratosphere, it greatly affects polar vortexes, which can cause uncommon weather patterns in certain parts of the United States. So, if this trend continues, we are incredibly likely to see snow in the hottest points of summer. Let me say that again. Snow in the United States come late July, early August, during the hottest points of summer. Now, 2025 has been a wild ride so far. I think snow in the summertime is just going to be par for the course. So you guys, as always, keep your head on a swivel. I appreciate you. Consider giving me a follow. And make sure you get your snowsuits. It's going to be cold.
There's people in it. Oh my God, there's so many people in it. Please tell me you're getting a video. Yeah, it's over.
I don't know what just happened, but that freaked me out.
So the Jeffrey Epstein drama might have just came to an end. The FBI and DOJ say that Jeffrey Epstein definitely took his life in that cell. And they also said that Jeffrey Epstein didn't have a client list. So all this time that we've been waiting for a Jeffrey Epstein list, they're saying that there's no list at all. So again, Dan Bongino and Cash Patel are saying that, one, Jeffrey Epstein definitely took his life in that cell, and that there's no Epstein list. And I'm kind of confused by this, because didn't they say there was an Epstein list? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But the shit that messed me up is the fact that they said they didn't want to release anything else, any more information, because they want to protect child privacy. But again, there is no Jeffrey Epstein list. I can recall them saying that there was a Jeffrey Epstein list. So now my question to you is what are they hiding? Or, matter of fact, you know what? Do you believe that there is no Jeffrey Epstein list? What's the saying? Money talks. I
guess money has been speaking very, very, very loud lately, because this shit right here really don't make no sense. But I guess we're gonna wait for Pam Bondi to say whatever she gonna say, because this shit right here, I don't know about this one. Maybe you do. Jump in the comments, let me know what you think. I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know about this one either, y'all. It's crazy to me. And then there's the minutes that are missing from every day on the camera feeds, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff, and the fact that they had mentioned that there was a list, but now all of a sudden there's not a list. It's just, there's too much. It's weird. No.
To Salt Lake City, Utah, and it's baffling the scientific experts of like, why would they be leaving all of a sudden? We've never seen this behavioral itch amongst the mountain lion populancers in any locale, in any state or geography. And it's not just one or two or three of them that are leaving. There's hundreds, and you can see these three just... Did you hear about the huge mystery that all the cats in the state of Florida and in southern Georgia are traveling to Miami and gathering in this certain spot? It's baffling the scientific experts, and it's...
So as it went on, he started using more and more ridiculous words and not real words. And then on the last one here, he has a black eye. It's absolutely ridiculous.
That's the point. That boy never got nothing to say. I got the big mouth. See, I speak for us. Cause a lot of them don't got nothing to say. I speak, cause I got something to say. But they be just trying to do the music and get to it. It's either or. Third time right there. And then I was caught now. Somebody out there for what court? They dropped somebody out. What court? That red, who that red truck? Like, edit that out. It was two people in the car at first, now only one person in the car. They probably dropped somebody out. That's what I'm saying. We in St. Louis. Don't cut that out. No, don't cut that out. Let them know we ready.
If I ain't got no gun, I would that tell you. Hit that out, and then this nigga don't put me on no motherfucker. Cap, you cool, stop playing. You know you protected over her, nigga.
We already know. Keep that in. We had a little instance where we had to f somebody up. But we ain't got to f nobody up. We try to do street country ground.
This street right here.
Yeah, street. I'm from the streets. They don't know that though, cause I laugh and joke and play a lot. They say where he from. I'm from Pond Line, from the street. You know what I'm saying? But street country grammar is about the streets. It's like country grammar. That's Nelly. He went diamond. So we took the name. We took it from him.
Okay, I just think you are a little crazy.
This just in, the president has renamed the word shit. He has changed it to California. People will now say, my California just clogged the toilet.
Okay.
The Schumann resonance is spiking right now, and it spiked 2 days ago. If you're feeling extra fatigued, moody, depressed, ringing in the ears, muscle aches and pain, this means that you are adjusting your frequency to match the Earth's frequency, and the Earth is evolving. When the Schumann resonance spikes, that just means the Earth's frequency is spiking, which means it's entering a higher timeline and it's helping us go with it. So if you're feeling the symptoms, that just means that you're entering a higher frequency. Not everyone is going to go. Those who are not in tune with this information are most likely on a different level of consciousness, and they're going to evolve with that level of consciousness and that vibration. Because when you have a different level of consciousness, you have a different frequency or vibration. When you learn new information, your core frequency rises. And I wrote a book on this to help people raise their core frequency called Golden Lessons for Rapid Ascension, a guide to aligning with your higher mind or a guide to aligning with the new earth, because your higher mind is the new earth. When you're in tune with your higher mind, you're of service to others. And when you're of service to others, that frequency creates the new earth. Dolores Cannon taught me this because in one of her interviews, she was asked what earth was she evolving with. And she said her business was booming, meaning she was already on the new earth. It's a frequency. So we can be on the new earth at any time, but overall, the earth is evolving and we're entering a higher timeline collectively. That's my perspective. I feel like the earth is ascending and helping us collectively raise our consciousness. It has to do with consciousness. When you learn new information, you have a higher core frequency. This is known as cycles per second, which is what Bashar taught me. 333,000 cycles per second is spirit. And just the other day, I put 2 and 2 together. When you see the number 333, that means your spirit team is all around you. You're in alignment with your spirit team. And 333,000 cycles per second is spirit. So 333 is your spirit team. It's like they're in spirit saying hello. And collectively, we are raising our frequency. I once heard Bashar say that we were vibrating collectively at 40,000 cycles per second, which is very low. At that frequency, I believe we are more in tune with negativity and fear and war or violence. But when we raise our core frequency, we are in tune with love and being of service to others. So now I feel like our collective frequency is much higher than 40,000 cycles per second. And when the Schumann resonance spikes, we are entering a higher frequency. This is kind of blowing my mind, the information coming out of my mind right now. I feel like I'm finally putting it together in a new way. So just know we are entering a higher frequency, a higher timeline. Heaven on earth is being ushered in. Take the time to rest. Take magnesium if you're feeling aches and pains or if you're having a hard time resting. Drink lots of water, go out in nature, and take the time out for yourself. And before you know it, you will be calibrated and in a higher frequency. Love and light to anyone seeing this. Also, since I'm wearing this Gold Soul shirt, check it out in the link in my bio. It's a synchronicity shirt. If you're seeing signs and symbols, that means that you are aware that you're shifting and aligning with your highest good. Love and light.
Take care, man. Good words. What's he doing?
Mike. Mike. Finally got it running.
Wow, that guy was passing out multiple times on the job and he was still letting him work on that car. I'd have just done it myself at that point.
This is allegedly the storm that took place over Texas, y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, I ain't never seen nothing like this. Now, people been saying, they've been asking, Grok, is this AI? And Grok said, nah. So I'm really gonna need y'all help with this one. Do y'all think this is AI? I'm gonna show y'all the video. But I'm like, what the fuck is this? Look at this shit, y'all. What the hell is that? What is that? Is that like water just pouring down in one spot? It looked like it's a fire. Look at that, y'all. Now, like I said, I don't know if that's real, but that's allegedly the video that's circulating saying that was the cloud that was over Texas, y'all. Now, if that's true, have y'all ever seen anything like that? It looked like a battle was taking place up in the clouds on some Star Wars shit. Like, was that water just dropping down profusely? Like somebody cut on a faucet and forgot to turn it off type shit. It's among other things that I want to say. Direct, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what I'm talking about down below in the comments. Let me know.
Now I have seen rain like that, but I have never seen that artificial intelligence looking lightning fire falling out of the clouds. So obviously that has to have been tampered with. There ain't no way that's real, but I have seen rain fall in sections.
You are picking your nose, how deep can you go? You might think half your finger is the maximum, but actually you can manage to touch your brain. And not only that, you see, if you go deeper, your arm might come out of your ass for incredible relief. You can even use an RGD-5 grenade to pick your brain as much. If you touch a cactus, the spines would probably get stuck in your skin. And if you try to pull them out, they will likely break off because they are so fragile. Instead, you should applying a generous layer of glue over the area. In that way, they will finally... This bullet is illegal in all states of the world because due to its strange, sharp spiral design, it is able to expand, taking the shape of a petal. This happens after impact with a tissue or object, increasing its perforation capacity and lethality. The manufacturer of this bullet stopped making them in 2000 because they discovered that by shooting someone in the ass, it began to spin like a spiral.
Look, guys, I don't know what some of these videos are today, but y'all are sending me some wild stuff.
So that's why everyone got interested in it in the 80s, because it's interesting.
CERN didn't just unlock a new particle. They may have opened a doorway and created the first synthetic black hole on Earth. And what happened next is why scientists now whisper, never test the gods of physics. In the depths of CERN's Large Hadron Collider, buried beneath the Swiss-French border, physicists recently detected something that wasn't supposed to be possible. A collision pattern so unusual, so unprecedented, that senior researchers initially refused to release the data. When protons smashed together at nearly the speed of light, the energy signature showed something extraordinary, a microscopic region where space-time itself appeared to collapse. For a fraction of a second, less than a trillionth of a second, the laws of physics as we understand them simply broke down. What we observed matches precisely what theories predict would happen during the formation of a micro-black hole, says one lead physicist at the project. But it's what happened next that truly shocked us. The data revealed that this wasn't just another high-energy collision. This was potentially the first human-made tear in the fabric of reality, a synthetic black hole right here on Earth, and the aftermath has left the scientific community in stunned silence. Why? Because the micro-black hole didn't behave exactly as predicted. Its decay pattern showed anomalies that current theories can't fully explain, anomalies that hint at something far more profound about the nature of our universe than we ever imagined. The implications are staggering. If confirmed, this isn't just another discovery. It's evidence that our universe may have hidden dimensions, just as some theoretical physicists have long speculated. Dimensions that we've now accidentally touched. But before we reveal what actually happened when this black hole evaporated, and why it's forcing physicists to reconsider the very foundations of reality, let's understand exactly what CERN may have unleashed. Let's be crystal clear.
Yeah, CERN is crazy. The Large Hadron Collider stuff, I've been following it for years, over a decade now. And that stuff is nuts. What they are doing seems like, okay, yeah, that's pretty cool. That couldn't harm me. But then, like, you really think about it, and it's like, man, they could cause some serious problems, theoretically, with what they're doing. We don't know for sure, but theoretically, based on what they're messing with, yeah, they could potentially cause serious problems. It turned it into a war field for a minute.
I'm out here in Leander, off of Round Mountain, and this whole neighborhood is gone. Houses, cars, that car's still got its lights on. We're out here looking for people. There's houses all back up through here that's gone. Here's a trailer house frame. We haven't found anybody yet, but we're out here looking. I'm out here with some electric guys, but this whole neighborhood, everything's gone. There's a house, it's just gone. I am shook up, man.
Yeah, that's not good. That's bad. That's really bad. I hope that everybody was okay and was able to get out, and that truck was an abandoned vehicle because maybe they didn't have time to find the keys, or maybe didn't run or something.
All right, y'all, welcome to the show. We have a lot of stuff to get into today. So in just a second, how Trump and Elon are directly responsible for 28 children in Texas and many more adults. I'll break that down for you with all of the detail around it. Then we'll get to Elon Musk has officially launched a political party, a brand new political party. And nominally the idea is he's trying to win races, but in reality, what can happen is that he just torpedoes Trump and torpedoes MAGA. So let me break that down for you. I think that's really interesting, including, like, why is he doing it? Why? Like, what is the purpose, and what does he think he's going to get out of it? So we'll talk about all that. Then we'll get to a bombshell report that came out a few days ago. Immigrants are officially being tortured at MAGA concentration camps. We'll get into all that. We'll talk about how 90 deals in 90 days was another scam that absolutely imploded spectacularly. We have Joe Rogan being immensely desperate to wash the stench of Trump off of him. We have Grok calling out Elon Musk directly in one of the most vicious ways I've ever seen. We have Alex Jones literally puking and crying over Trump's Epstein betrayal. We talked about that last night in a breaking news video, the Epstein betrayal. Today we're going to talk about Alex Jones' reaction to it, which is absolutely hilarious. And then we'll get to Trump gave one of his most unhinged, off-the-rails speeches I've ever seen on July 4th. We really need to start having a conversation about the 25th Amendment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, there's so much stuff going on that he just mentioned right there. Dude, you guys, you see the stuff going on with Elon. What in the world? And then on top of that, yeah, that is how Alex Jones reacted, and that's just about how I want to react, to be honest with you. But I can't get too deep into that, because of how the internet works. Epstein and all the things going on in that trial and that were going on, and whether or not he did or did not unalive himself, whether or not any of this stuff. It all doesn't make sense because it's all patchy and spotty, and I think that it's all patchy and spotty on purpose. But yeah, it just completely denying this list that they've been talking about for years now. All of a sudden it just doesn't exist. Now that kind of does make me sick.
So why is nobody talking about what's going on in North Carolina right now? Since we are so stuck on Texas, we're not talking about what's going on in North Carolina right now. On Sunday, June 6th, a tropical depression slammed through the Carolinas. Entire towns are now underwater. They got a month worth of rain in a single day. Roads are collapsing, rivers are overflowing, and thousands of people are without power. Please call your loved ones. There's something going on. Orange County and Moore County just declared a state of emergency.
Yeah, something's going on called hurricane season. Not much information about what's going on during hurricane season.
They found 800 tiny bodies in a septic tank, and for years, no one believed the woman who said that they were there. In 2014, a local historian named Caroline Corliss revealed that something horrifying was happening in this town in Ireland. She had been researching death records near a former Catholic institution, and she found something absolutely unthinkable. 796 little ones had died there, but there were no graves. What had happened was between the 20s and the 60s, Ireland had sent these unwed, pregnant women to homes run by the church. And it's so devastating. Their babies would often be taken from them, and many died due to malnutrition, neglect, or even worse. And she had suspected that these children had been buried on the site. But then when she would bring it up, nobody would listen to her. Then they had to do an excavation on the property, and when they did, they revealed that they found hundreds of human remains in a septic tank. This is a septic tank covered. I couldn't picture it at first. And this is what it looks like when you dig it up. And many of the bodies in there were only days old. They had no names, no coffins. It was just bones dumped in the dark. And this was not a rogue accident. This was a big cover-up. And this exposed a much larger pattern of abuse and cover-ups by these institutions that were supposed to protect the most vulnerable. For decades, they had literally buried the truth. And many of these women who survived were traumatized for life. And this is not ancient history. These survivors are still alive. These families still don't have answers. And even now, people are arguing that the site should be fully excavated to see what else they might find. Like, if these were your siblings, wouldn't you want them brought out of the ground and finally named? Come over here to see me go through the diary of a victim of a serial killer.
That's a really crazy story, but the AI images that kept popping up behind you and whatnot, like very obviously the roof of that one building, you could tell was AI. The picture frame with the picture and the necklace was AI. All of those pictures were AI. They weren't really helping the story. It would be more beneficial to actually go find stuff on the story and then maybe run those news reports playing in the background, even with the audio turned off, about the story while you're talking about it. Just, you know, to not make it satire. And that's that weird stuff I'm talking about. Like, what in the world are you guys sending me?
The truth is, it took NPR through Texas Public Radio 19 hours to post anything about the flooding on its social media pages after the floods hit in Texas. What was NPR and Texas Public Radio doing that morning? They weren't breaking to talk about what was happening in Texas. They were running ads saying people should call Congress to fund them. But the private stations in Texas were breaking to release reports and to tell people what to do.
Have you even read this bill? I mean, really, because this bill rescinds $9 billion for international aid, public health, and public media. It will make America less safe. It will undermine our national security, and it will threaten lives across the world and kill children.
This reckless Republican rescissions package is going to undermine the ability of people in rural America and in small town America to receive advance warning or necessary information when disaster strikes.
All right, chat. I know y'all got some comments about that one right there. So let's have some talks about all of that right down there. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, because that subject, what they were just talking about, is something that I have a lot of problems with these things going on right now too. So let's get at it in the comments. Anyways, that's all we got for today. We had some pretty crazy clips today. You guys are sending me some wild stuff. I don't know where you're finding it. But yeah, we had some pretty crazy clips today. Hope you guys had a great time hanging out. I had a pretty good time hanging out. Again, I appreciate all the support that everyone keeps giving every time we do one of these videos, every time one of the premieres drops. I appreciate all the chatters, the people joining, the subscriptions and everything. You guys are awesome. Let's keep it up. And again, like I've been saying for the last few episodes, we do have the Discord. It's down in the description. It's still pretty empty. Once we get it populated, you know, gaming, conspiracies, music, everything, because I do a little bit of everything. I like to make music, so I like to talk to people who make music, and I use different programs for video editing and whatnot. I like to talk about that. I do graphic design and stuff, so it's a pretty good environment to try and build, and you know, I think it's a good spot to be. So I appreciate all of you who come through, like I said, and yeah, until next time, peace.
Now I know what's feeling what